Hey Los Blancos fans! Welcome back. Today we're talking about Xavi Alonso's explosive first training session, a shocking decision about David Alaba's future, major transfer developments involving Martin Zubimendi, and the latest injury updates as Madrid prepares for the FIFA Club World Cup. This is going to be huge, so make sure you smash that like button right now, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell, because trust me, you don't want to miss any of these breaking stories. Let's dive straight into the action. Starting with our biggest story today, Xavi Alonso has officially taken charge. The Spanish tactician led his very first training session as Real Madrid manager this Monday, marking the beginning of what many are calling a new golden era at the Bernabeu. But here's the thing, Los Blancos fans, this isn't your typical preseason preparation. The timing is absolutely crucial because Madrid is gearing up for the FIFA Club World Cup in the United States, and their opening match is just around the corner on June 18th against Saudi Arabia's Al Hilal. What made this training session particularly fascinating was Alonso's immediate implementation of his high-intensity, dynamic football philosophy. Despite having a limited squad due to international commitments and injuries, the former Liverpool and Bayern Munich legend wasted no time in getting his ideas across. The session began with intense physical conditioning, and I mean intense. Players were put through rigorous fitness drills to regain competitive rhythm after what should have been their vacation period. But here's where it gets interesting. Alonso then shifted focus to technical and tactical work, emphasizing ball, possession, precise passing, long-range distribution, and pressing patterns both in midfield and across the entire pitch. Sources from within the club tell us that Alonso has been working behind the scenes since his official presentation, meticulously planning every detail for this Club World Cup challenge. This first training session was just the tip of the iceberg of what he's been preparing. The European calendar disruption caused by this mid-year tournament means players are having to adapt to a completely new rhythm. But early reports suggest the squad is embracing Alonso's methodology with tremendous enthusiasm. Now, this next story is going to shock a lot of you. According to exclusive reports from Defensa Central, David Alaba is no longer part of Xavi Alonso's plans for the upcoming season. Yes, you heard that correctly. The Austrian defender who has been a cornerstone of Madrid's defense is being phased out. Let me give you the full context here. Real Madrid has recently strengthened their defensive sector with the signing of young Spanish-Dutch center-back Dean Huysen, plus the promotion of academy graduate Raul Asensio to the first team. When you add these to existing defenders Eder Militao, Antonio Rudiger, and Alaba himself, the club now has one defender more than what's considered ideal for squad rotation. Alaba, who joined Madrid on a free transfer from Bayern Munich in the 2021-2022 season, was an absolute starter in his first two campaigns wearing the white jersey. His contract runs until June 2026, making this situation particularly delicate from a financial standpoint. But here's the crucial detail. Alaba's recent trajectory has been severely impacted by a devastating anterior cruciate ligament injury suffered during his third season in Madrid. This injury kept him out for an extended period and significantly compromised his performance levels. However, Xavi Alonso is handling this situation with complete professionalism and respect. The Spanish manager won't pressure or force the veteran. Defender's departure. If Alaba chooses to stay and fulfill the final year of his contract, he'll have full institutional support and be treated with all the respect that a player of his caliber and track record deserves. The final decision rests exclusively with the Austrian international. Current reports suggest Alaba is showing firm intention to remain at the club, maintaining his desire to overcome the physical adversities that affected him in the last two seasons and recover the level that made him a key piece under Carlo Ancelotti. Moving on to transfer news that's got the entire football world talking. Martin Zubimendi. The Real Sociedad midfielder's name has been one of the most recurring in recent speculation about possible Real Madrid reinforcements. And according to Marca's digital edition, Los Blancos have reactivated their interest in the Spanish international. Here's where it gets complicated, though. Arsenal is also showing serious interest in the 25-year-old midfielder, making this a potential bidding war. Zubimendi's current market value is estimated at around $60 million, though Real Sociedad would likely demand closer to $80 million, given his importance to their squad and the fact that he's under contract until 2027. What's particularly intriguing about this potential move is the Xavi Alonso connection. The new Madrid manager has tremendous admiration for the football developed at Zubieta, Real Sociedad's training center, and sees Zubimendi as a talent whose style has always been compared to his own playing days. Alonso is reportedly a huge enthusiast of the midfielder's qualities, which could significantly facilitate potential negotiations. But here's the reality check. Real Madrid views Zubimendi more as an excellent market opportunity rather than an urgent necessity. The midfield sector, which faced various problems during the current season, especially regarding organization and game fluidity, already has significant options. After the Club World Cup, Luka Modric is expected to bid farewell to the team, which would open up space. However, the club maintains solid commitment to players like Camavinga, Tchouaméni, and Valverde. Plus, the squad already features Ceballos, Güler, and recently signed young Argentine Franco Mastantuono, whose signing was officially confirmed. The potential arrival of Zubimendi at the Santiago Bernabéu would be directly linked to the board's desire to reinforce the squad with an elite player whose technical profile would be very well received, but who isn't considered absolutely essential right now. Let's talk about the current squad situation because injuries have been a major concern for Madrid this season. During Xavi Alonso's first training session, we saw a mixed bag of good and concerning news. On the positive side, Militão, Courtois, Carvajal, and Ibrahim managed to participate in part of the session with their teammates, showing they're making progress in their recovery processes. This is huge news, especially for Courtois, whose return to full fitness could be crucial for the Club World Cup campaign. However, the injury list remains concerning. Rudiger, Mendy, Hendrick, and Camavinga continue to be sidelined, focusing on their respective rehabilitation programs. These are key players whose absence could significantly impact squad depth and tactical options. Fede Valverde, meanwhile, performed individualized activities at the Valdebebas training facilities, suggesting he's following a specific recovery program tailored to his needs. The timing of these injuries couldn't be worse with the Club World Cup approaching. Alonso will need to be creative with his squad management and potentially rely on academy graduates and fringe players to fill the gaps. What's particularly challenging is that many of Madrid's most important players are currently unavailable, either due to physical issues or international commitments. This has forced Alonso to implement his tactical ideas with a severely limited group, though early reports suggest he's adapting well to these constraints. Let me give you my expert analysis on these developments. What we're witnessing is the beginning of a significant transition period at Real Madrid. Xavi Alonso's appointment represents a shift toward a more modern, high-intensity style of play that could revolutionize how Madrid approaches games. The Alaba situation, while surprising, makes perfect sense from a squad management perspective. At 32 and coming off a serious injury, his best years may be behind him. The club is clearly planning for the future with younger options like Huijsen and Asensio. Regarding Zubimendi, this is classic Real Madrid strategy. Monitoring elite talent, without overpaying. At $60–80 million, he represents excellent value for a player entering his prime years. The Xavi-Alonso connection could be the deciding factor, as we've seen how former players often influence transfer decisions. The injury situation is concerning, but not catastrophic. Madrid's medical team has proven highly effective in recent years, and having Courtois and Militão returning is crucial for defensive stability. What excites me most is Alonso's immediate implementation of his tactical ideas despite the limitations. This suggests he has a clear vision and the confidence to execute it regardless of circumstances. The Club World Cup will be the perfect testing ground for his methods. So there you have it, Los Blancos fans. Xavi Alonso era has officially begun with his first training session. David Alaba's future hangs in the balance. Zubimendi remains a tantalizing target, and the injury situation continues to evolve as we approach the crucial Club World Cup campaign. These are absolutely massive developments that could reshape Real Madrid's future. The next few weeks will be crucial as we see how Alonso's methods translate to competitive matches and whether the club can resolve the various squad issues before the tournament begins. What do you think about Alaba potentially leaving? Should Madrid go all out for Zubimendi? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. That's all for today. Please leave your comments below and hit the like button. Thank you for watching.